I know that one of the reasons you come to my channel is because I bring you the underrated champions of Raid Shadow Legends, and today is no different. Let's figure it out. This guy might be one of the most underrated epics in the entire game, and I'm pretty excited about sharing him with you guys. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here, and we are going to be in demonspawn today, taking a look at, in my opinion, one of the most underrated epics in the entire game, and that is Tarshon. Now, when this guy came out, there was like a little bit of hype around him, and then I have never heard anything. I'm not sure I've ever seen a guide on him, and maybe it's because he's so very interesting looking, right? But this guy really fits in super well with the demonspawn faction. We're going to go over his kit, and I'm going to give you some practical ways to use him. I'm super excited about sharing this guy and using him on my account. So he is a defense-based champion in demonspawn, and his base stats are nice, right? He has 17,000 HP, almost 1,400 defense, base speed 100, normal crit stuff, but he has base resistance and base accuracy. So depending on what you want to do with him, I just really feel like there's a lot of versatility with his base stats. Now, he has a passive that places a 25% strengthen buff on him whenever he drops below 50% HP. I would love this ability more if it was on a reviver, which he does not have the revive ability. But that being said, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad, and for faction wars, which he's going to be very good in faction wars, it just definitely helps with his survival. So I mean, it's not that it's bad, but it doesn't super synergize with his kit. Let's start with his A1 here. He has a 25% chance with a little bit more up to 35. You could get that to 40% chance to provoke with masteries. And that's not a bad A1. That's not a bad A1. If you put him with a counter attacker or an ally attacker, I think he would be a great option for the Magma Dragon because of this A1 provoke. A lot of people struggle with the Magma Dragon if you don't have enough damage and you can't find a good provoke champion that works. So this could be a viable option for you there. His A2, I think, is why people were saying that they like him. Okay, it's AoE weaken. With the books, it does get to 100%. And this obviously pairs super well with all the decreased defense champions. So if you're using a dungeon team and you do Tayrell's AoE decreased defense, for example, I think Tayrell would pair really well with him. We'll test that out as well if we have time. Tayrell does the decreased defense, and he's a defense-based champion. And then Tarshon does the obviously the AoE weaken. So you combine these two champions together, and they give you decreased defense and weaken, and that is your best way to clear waves. This could be a great strategy for the normal Doom Tower. This could be a great strategy for Ice Golem, Dragon, probably not Fire Knight, probably not Spider, but you could maybe make do, especially at earlier levels. The real reason that I'm interested in this guy is because of this Sifi-like ability here. 60% increased defense and fills the turn meter of all allies by 20%. It's on a 4-turn cooldown, so in Arena it's going to be awesome, but in other areas it's not going to be as good. So I feel like his kit is kind of all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, each part of his kit helps you in a different area, but they don't go together. And I think that that's why he's underrated. So let me go ahead and show you what I'm excited to use him for. Okay, so let's hop over into the arena here and test out Tarshon in our arena team that I have made, okay? We have our normal Arbiter lead. We have Madam Saris to do decreased defense. But Tarshon is going to be in here as our speed booster, and he pairs really well with any defensive nuker, because you need that increased defense to give you another bonus damage. Now, I have Ignatius on my account. I love him. I've used him so often. I'm sure there are tons of videos of him on my channel in different areas, especially Faction Wars. Early on, I used him basically everywhere. And Tarshon is going to give him the increased defense. So we'll boost our turn meter. We will boost it again and put the increased defense on. Madam Saris will strip all those nasty buffs. And then Ignatius should kill them all. Great. Arbiter's going to hopefully remove that buff. And then Tarshon can finish him off. 32k on his A1. That is probably a crit. I mean, so you have that, and this could definitely work against any other normal arena team. So we'll go ahead in here and start on auto. And then after the fight, I'll show you the AI programming that I put in here as well. We almost got cut in there, so Ignatius would probably need to be a little bit faster just to be safe. But let's go ahead and try one more fight here. The Mountain King is going to be kind of a problem maybe, so you probably wouldn't want that type of a nuker there. Yeah, maybe let's try this one. This is a pretty tanky team with Sifi in front. So let's see if we can kill this team here. I guarantee you this team would be better with Arbiter in the lead, but you know, whatever. And then let's see. Okay, everybody but Sifi. And Sifi's gonna revive someone else. So we want to kill Arbiter first. Oh, geez. Now she revived everyone. So I would say maybe we want to kill Trunda first, next. But you can see here that everyone's going to die. Okay, and Tarshon did land the provoke there on his A1, being very helpful, so that Sifi does not cycle back through. And we were able to kill this team power of 252. Pretty solid team here. Maybe Zargal is a weak link, just really not needed. Okay, so what other team do I want to showcase with? I bet we could try this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the AI presets here for both of these teams. Arbiter is fine. Tarshon, you want to prioritize that A3 so that he does that first. Madam Saris, obviously the A3 as well. And then Ignatius as well with the A3 because that's his hardest hitting ability. On this other team, which is the one that we're going to use here, Duchess is a very common either go second champion or go first team against the slower teams. Now, I'm not sure that we will be able to beat the Sifi. It depends on how fast she is. But Duchess is pretty tanky with some resistance, so I think we should be okay. And then Tarshon is going to increase the defense of this survivable team. Let's take a look at the presets here. The only thing that I have preset is the same thing on Ignatius and the same thing on Tarshon. So let's take a look here. I have not done a lot of testing with this team, but I use very similar teams. Now, I guess that we're seeing here, the Duchess get frozen? Is that why? Let's see if we can remove these buffs and kill Sif. No, but we did do some pretty good damage to her. And this is a pretty similar team on the other side here. Duchess needs to go so that she can put the block buffs on. But I probably should have had Duchess go first and Tarshon go second. I think that would have led to a lot better synergy with this team. So maybe I should have changed that order there. Okay, let's go ahead and revive our team here. Now she's frozen again, which, man, I just can't believe how much accuracy is on that Torment. That's incredible. This must be a very high accuracy Torment. Get the weaken on Siffy, and then let's see who we can kill. Nobody. Interesting. I really thought with how much damage we did to Siffy with our Torment. The words are so hard sometimes. That is such a high accuracy Torment. I did not expect that. Against most Torment teams, this team would be perfectly fine, I believe. But this is a very, very high accuracy Torment, so I think this is going to be a loss, or at minimum, a very long fight. Let's see if we have our revive back up. We do not. That's on a 2 cooldown. I'm going to go ahead and back out. If that, I bet this is like a 500, 600, 700 accuracy Torment. That's crazy too. Let's see if there's another team that would be similar to that. We'll go ahead and refresh. See what's like. These are all Arbiter teams. Here's a Go Second team, and here's a Go Second team. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. This one should be perfectly fine, I think. So we do have Candrafon in there to worry about, and we have Old Hermit Jorg. But again, we have Torment in this team. Not saying that this is like you know, a super easy to compete or to obtain team, but you can see there we just tanked that damage with the increased defense, and the increased defense and the Duchess, we just tanked it. Let's go ahead and get one more fight because I'm curious about this team here. Because Ursuga is gonna. You know what? That's probably going to be a very long fight, but this is the kind of fight that I would target with this team. So you got two really different options there for those arena teams. Like I said, if you were going to use him in dungeons, oh, I just screwed up everything. What did I just do? Okay, quick fix right there. My apologies for that. Everything should be locked, but I guess it was not. So if you were coming in here for like a dragon team or something, then you could probably for level 20. I don't know that I would recommend this for anywhere else, but for this type of a team, you could still leave your ninja in here, and then you would put Tarshon, your Ignatius, whoever your defensive-based nuker is. And then, let's see, we would pair Payrel in here. Where did he go? Here. And then probably the last champion would be some type of poisoner, like a Frozen Banshee or so. Maybe a Reviver, like you could put your Arbiter in there or something like that. You could put another crowd control champion in there. Like this fifth spot would be pretty flexible. But these three champions together would pair very well, okay? Very well. I'm not going to run that because that's going to take more time in the video, but you could use that type of a team for Dragon or Ice Golem. Now, in terms of Faction Wars, I would like to give you just a bit of advice here as well. Any of the legendaries are going to be in your team, so whoever you have there, but you probably have Drexstar if you're trying to clear the faction. So Drexstar will pair very well with Tarshon as well. Drexstar has very good multipliers. Actually, we could have used him instead of Ignatius. But for your Faction Wars, Tarshon and Drexstar would go very well together. And then you could use some other epics like Padma, Umbral, and Achak would be a great combination. Allure would be an awesome one to put in there. Some people use Tanix for additional heals, but I prefer Abyssal or Hellfound as healers instead. Still looking for a decent healer in this faction. They do not exist. We don't do the heals. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stats of the champions we were using here today. The only ones that are really important is going to be Ignatius and Tarshon. I do have Ignatius in Savage, and he's got some decent stats, but honestly, his defense is a bit too low. So if I was really going to be using this as one of my main teams, which I am considering, then I need to put some better gear on him. I would need to find like defense percent on the helmet and on the shield instead of these HP percents. Okay. There's only a very small defense percent here. But I feel like there's a lot of opportunities here. Like, what do I actually need on this piece here? Really nothing, so I could switch that out. And then, you know, the gloves are pretty good with the defense percent and the maxed glyph. The chest is a defense percent, and the boots just have that crit rate that I was needing to get to. So let's go ahead and focus on Tarshon, though. So with Tarshon, you just want accuracy and speed, I think. There might be some merit to putting him in Relentless, but I did not have time to see if I could hit these speeds in Relentless. With my arena team, I would need him to be a little bit faster than this, but I figured that most people's arena teams, this would, you know, if you have like a 300 to 330 Arbiter, then, you know, this will allow you to go and straight away after your Arbiter, okay? 396 accuracy is not that bad. I do not even have an accuracy banner on here, so that I would kind of make that a little bit more accessible for you guys. I did defense percent on the gauntlets and accuracy on the chest. Okay, but you're seeing we're using some 5-star gear here, guys, and it's definitely not all maxed out. Also, I forgot to take him fully to level 60. You should not do that. Server maintenance in 30 minutes. Okay, well, we're going to have to finish some things up. All right, so masteries here. I did not go ahead and finish the masteries. I did not decide on what we wanted to do on the defense tree. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's get the bonus defense to help him out. Increases the value of healing. Damage received. I'm pretty sure we just want AoE attacks. And then we want a chance to remove debuffs. We also want delayed death so that he stays alive. And we want Cycle of Revenge here. Now, over here, I think that we definitely want Eagle Eye to help us out. Master Hexer wouldn't be bad. But I think we want the counterattack mastery to help us in faction wars, to help us in dungeons. That'll give us a chance to counterattack and get them provoked. So I like that as a mastery there as well. Let's see here. 30% to increase the turn meter when a buff cast by him is removed. And then first time his enemy is killed or shield. No, definitely not shields. Increases the value of healing and shield buffs he receives would be better. We're going to take Mighty Endurance, I think. I think that this is a really great Faction Wars mastery and dungeon progression. So if you're using him to progress in the game like I'm suggesting here, this is the masteries I would go with, finishing at Eagle Eye to help get that accuracy. I did book him during Clan vs. Clan, so he is fully booked as well. I would say if you need the provoke on the A1, you should try to book that. If you're looking to use the weaken on the A2, book that. For me, I was just looking to hit these cooldowns, and then the passive does not have any books. So that would be his total stats right there again for you guys to finish out the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm MtgJedi. I hope you have a wonderful day. And stick around for more great videos popping on the screen next. See you later.